I'm so pissed right now because I've been recording for like the past 30 minutes. No, let me not lie. Please, it's not been 30 minutes. Okay, let me say like 15 minutes and nothing has been recording. So yeah, let's start over. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my days, I've missed you. I really missed you guys. It's been a while. I did a really shitty vlog in my last video. I'm really sorry. I don't know how many times I'm apologizing to you guys, but I'm really sorry. But it was really shitty. It's supposed to be a weekly vlog, but I think I did like 2 days or 3 days. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So right now, I hope you can't hear the fan because it's really hot and I've been trying not to switch it on because of the noise, but I can't do it. So yeah, anyway, as I was turning out I was just talking to myself. So this is it. So today's video is actually quite different. Today's video is going to be a part of a series that I'm calling Black Serial Killers Africa or Serial Killers Africa. I'm not sure about the name yet, but it's just a series, and as you can guess from the name I'm trying to bring, is about serial killers based in Africa. So I'm not going to use the term black, because yeah, you know. So yeah, it's just serial killers in Africa, let me put it like that. And since I'm a Kenyan, I'll just start with a shout out. So my first video is from Kenya, and it's about a young man by the name of Milimu Wanjala. Masten, M-A-S-T-E-N. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing the names right, but it's Masten Milimu Wanjala. I've been saying Milimu for the longest time. I don't know why I'm saying Milimu, but I'm going to stick to Wanjala because I can pronounce that correctly in that. So yeah, and the next couple of vlogs, the next one after this, actually I'm going to do like the first female serial killer. The first, as according to my research, she was the first. That's what they say. So yeah, she was among the first female serial killers in Africa. So her video will be next after Wanjala's video. But today we're going to talk about the 21-year-old vampire, 20-year-old vampire, who is Wanjala. And I'm going to try my best not to divert from this story, because when it comes to storytelling, I'm in Mombasa next minute, Nairobi, then I'm back in Mombasa next. I don't know how to stick to it, but I'll try my best. That's why I have some notes here that will be helping me to stick to the story, so that this video also doesn't be too long. It will bore you out. So yeah, so our video starts on 30th June 2021. 13-year-old Charles Opindo. Charles Opindo, or is it Opido? No, it's Opindo. Yeah, Opindo, that's what I wrote. It's Charles Opindo. Opindo. Okay, let me stick with Charles. 13-year-old Charles. June 30th, 13-year-old Charles has gone to school. He's studying at Sagaret Primary School in Majengo. So Charles goes to school, but he does not come back home later on in the evening. Then we don't know if it's a week later, a day later, or the same night. His dad Tony gets a text message. Please, I'm all over the place. Calm down, Melissa. You see, already started. Yeah. So his dad, Tony, gets a text message asking him to send 30K ransom to a certain number so that he can see his son, for him to see his son alive. You know how ransoms work. Send this and this, send this and this, get your son back. You know how they work. So unfortunately, Tony was unable to raise this money in such short amount of time. So unfortunately, and Tony never knew what happened to his son after that, because the number just went off. The number that texted him just went off, and they never contacted him again. So he never knew what happened to his son. So in his mind, he knows that his son is missing, maybe is being held somewhere. But now that we're doing this video, we know that that's not the case. So Tony got the message, was unable to get the ransom to have his son released, of which, if you've watched movies, Melissa, why are you diverting? Anyway, yeah, I just need to make this point. If you've watched a lot of like these movies where the kidnappers are asking for ransom, you already know that like 90, let me say 90, of which this is not a clear it's not data that has actually been collected. It's just from my mind and from the movies I've watched. Like 90% of the time, they don't actually return to you back your child or whoever's been kidnapped. It's just like a way for them to make money. Some do return the person, but when they return the person to you, they're like ill or almost dying, on the verge of dying. You get, I guess it's because maybe at some point this person had seen their identity, so it's hard for them to let the person go. Yeah, you know how that works. So yeah, they went to the police. But the police were unable to track the number. So from that, that's all I had about Charles and Tony up to that point right now. So now we move forward to July. So now it's July 7th, 2021. 12-year-old Junior, sorry. Where am I getting this Julius from? From California, Nairobi. So according to the video I saw, California looks kind of like a slum area. Looks like a slum area. So from the videos I saw, I really don't know much about the place, just the places I saw about this story. So yeah, 12-year-old Junior was a part of a football club, Kinyago United, that was founded in the area for young boys, you know, to keep them busy so that they don't get involved in crime cases, so that they don't get involved in like drugs. And also when they get involved in football, they have less and less time for such things. So yeah, Junior was part of the team, and according to the coach Anthony said that he was like in charge of like 80 boys, of which the coach's name was Anthony. I don't know where I'm coming up with this name. So he is in charge of 80 boys. On this particular day, 7th of July, they were playing. Julius and his teammates were playing, and they played and played and played until it's late. Now it was 7 p.m, so it was getting dark. So the boys started leaving to go home. Then Julius, however, he excused himself to use the bathroom to relieve himself because he's been playing for a while now. So it's only reasonable that he does that. So he moves. Okay, according to the videos I saw, he moves to like an area somewhere on the side, and there's like a bunch. There was a heap of pile of trash. Sorry, there was a heap of trash there, and he excused himself somewhere next to the trash, or yeah, to relieve himself. So I think his friends did wait for him, but unfortunately they left him, maybe because he was taking quite a long time to come back, because you know, in African houses, why is it dark outside and you are only coming in right now? As who? I don't know about if the houses are like that, but you know, that's how it is. That's how we've grown up. Like, you cannot be dark outside and you're not in the house. Wait, who are you? And why are you outside? So Junior did not return back home. Then around 11 p.m. his mother starts getting worried now. 11 p.m. on the 7th. So his mother is getting worried. He calls Anthony, the coach. She calls Anthony, the coach, to ask about Junior's whereabouts. And the coach is like, we all left. So I guess Junior maybe has gone to see a friend. Has gone to stay with that friend. Which this coach is not reasonable, because how can Junior go to stay with a friend and then they don't call their mom? Like, who are the parents of these friends that can allow a child to come to their place and not ask them that, give me your parents' number so I can go? It was not making sense. No, it was not making sense to me. But I don't know, maybe she didn't want to believe that something wrong had happened to him, so she believed the coach. Okay, the coach has nothing, he's not involved in this story at all, but I could have suspected something from him, because why are you telling me that my son is with a friend? Then we wait until tomorrow if he's going to come back. Why don't you start calling the people the parents of the other Nini players, asking them if then Junior is there, or tell me exactly which friend you saw my son with. It was not adding up to me. So let me just say, because like in times like that, somebody is usually not thinking straight, and also she did not want to believe that something wrong may have happened to her son, which is very reasonable. So now Junior goes missing, and then later on his mother gets a text. You see the same ransom text that Tony got? Yeah, his mother got one, and this time they were asking for 50k ransom. So when she got the message, she sent it to her husband. Her husband, according to what I gathered, her husband was not home at that time. I think he had traveled. So when he got the message, he came back home now immediately to, you know, try and look for his son, try and find out like what exactly has happened to his only child. Actually, he was the only child of to the couple. So the guy comes back, goes to the police. Junior's dad, Steven, goes to Shaurimoyo police station to report about his missing son, and he shows them the texts, the text asking for ransom. So the police officers, and at this point Steven, his dad, Junior's dad, had gone with Anthony, the coach to the police. So they went to report about this case at Shaurimoyo police station with the coach. Yeah. And like shortly afterwards, because they were unable to come up with the ransom money, which was 50k, the guy or whoever was writing the messages threatens them, saying that if they don't come up with the money, he's going to sell the child, or he's going to sell the child in the border somewhere in Tanzania, something like that. He was going to just sell the kid. So now Stephen is worried. The police advise him to ask the man that before he sends the money, we want proof of life, of which that's the only way you will catch these people, you know, because instead of you sending money and your child is already, you know, a goner, so it's best to ask for the proof of life, of which it's usually a call, or like a phone call, so you can hear the voice, or like a video call, not a recorded video, because he can record the video before killing, you know how it works, like video call live, so they can talk. So this guy, the kidnapper, says that these guys, it's like they cannot come up with the money, so he asks them which is the funniest thing ever. He just moves from 50k to 5k. So this guy just moves from 50 to 5k. He asks them that if you want to see Junior, like the proof of life, just send me then send me 5k. Okay, it's not a funny story, please, but it was just funny to me. It just shows that this kidnapper, like akili yake si mzuri. It's like a child. Because how do you come from 50k to 5k? Like, are you feeling pity for these people because they didn't have the money, or it's just that you are really in a rush to have some money? It was not making sense. Like, how do you move that fast? So yeah, anyway, this is why I'm really disappointed. This is why I'm really disappointed with the police officers of Shaurimoyo or whatever, because again they failed to track this number. Like, how hard is it to track something like that in Kenya? Like, I don't think this 20-year-old Master in Wanjala was that clever. I'm sorry, I really don't think so. One moment. Okay, now, as I was saying, so this kidnapper, Wanjala, as we already know now, kidnapper, he asks the parents of Junior, Stephen, to send 5k if he's unable to come up with the ransom money. So he asks for 5k just for them to get the proof of life, of which after that, unfortunately, again, these guys were unable to come up with the 5k. As to come up with the money, this kidnapper also disappears again, but this time the police did not let it slide. That's where I felt finally Kenyan police are doing something. So they did not let it slide, and this time Shaurimoyo police station involved DCI department, the criminal department, and Jogo police station, of which on July 14th 2021. So this is why I thought that this is the only part that I thought maybe like one of the kids saw Julius. What the fuck, who's Julius? One of the kids saw Wanjala with the Junior, because now it's July 14th, or is it 13th? July 14th 2021, which a week later after Junior disappeared. Now the Jogo police station made an arrest of a suspect. Who is the suspect? Wanjala. And right now he's just a suspect. They don't know if it's him. They're just suspecting him. So Wanjala was also part of the Kinyago United. Yeah, this is what I thought, like maybe the kids saw Junior with Wanjala and they felt like, oh, Junior is safe because he's with Wanjala. And Wanjala had been part of the team for quite a while, according to the court, that he had been there. Like, he used to struggle with petty crimes. Yeah, so he joined the team because, as I said, the team was started to help the youths and the young boys in the area. When Wanjala was arrested, I mean, this sorry, I'm not laughing because it's funny, but he didn't even try to like act innocent. Immediately he was arrested, he just went away, accepted his crimes. He just accepted his crimes immediately, which is just funny to me because I said before, like, I am a big fan of true crime stories, and it's very rare for someone to be arrested and immediately start confessing everything to the police. Because that's what he did. He just got there and he's like, yeah, I did it, it's me. It's me, I did it. So yeah, Wanjala confessed to the police. He actually confessed to over 10 murders. Some say he has committed like 14 murders, others say 11, others say 12. So all we are sure about it's over 10 murders. And unfortunately, most of the bodies were never found, and all the murders, he bluntly accepted that all the murders were boys. Yeah, they were all young boys. He was only targeting young boys. So when the police asked him like where Junior was, Wanjala directed to the police to a place, directed the police to Kabete, near the prison actually. Exactly. Like, it just felt like, so nobody was noticing this young man moving around this area once in a while, or like frequently all the time, maybe with a heavy load. Like, nobody in that area ever noticed him, really. Yeah, so in Kabete, the police found 4 bodies, including Charles Opindo's body, the 13-year-old who went to school and never came back, and Junior's body. So Charles' body was just starting to decompose. Junior's body, however, was really fresh because it was like a week ago. And then there were other 2 bodies that were discovered that were completely decomposed. Like, they didn't know who they were. They were like goners, really gone. Like, they could not make out who this other 2 boys were. But now the police were like, oh, I think we have a serial killer at hand. So now they went back, took out all the files of the missing person cases that were never solved. So they went back, started to look for all the cases of the missing boys around Nairobi that were never solved. And now we move to 13th October 2021. Our dearest vampire Wanjala has escaped. Do you know why were they calling him vampire, by the way? Because the bodies of these boys that were found, like some of their parts were missing. Yeah, it's like one of the boys didn't have a tongue, I don't know, a part of his arm, like some parts of their bodies were missing. Yeah, so they suspected like he like take part of the bodies maybe to eat them or something, of which is not, a vampire does not eat. So a vampire just goes for blood. I think this is more of a what, cannibal. Yeah. So yeah, 13th October 2021, Wanjala was supposed to appear before the court. His case is now supposed to start. Let me tell you what, this is also the other part that I was very, very disappointed with the Kenyan police. Can you imagine this boy escaped? Like prison break. He escaped from the police station in Jogo. He escaped. Good thing the 3 police officers that were on duty on that day when he escaped were all arrested, and they were to face like a court hearing for negligence at work and something else. I've forgotten the other name. Yeah, and now the police just gave out missing person, wanted person. Yeah, a wanted person. Nini was released to the public that they were looking for this guy, his pictures and everything. Something has entered into my eye. That moves forward to 2 days later, because this was 13th when he escaped and everything. So 2 days later, which is October 15th 2021, guess what? Wanjala managed to escape from Jogo, Nairobi, and move all the way to Bungoma, his hometown, into his home. Fortunately, a neighbor spotted him, and they already heard about his case and that the police were looking for him about the killings and all that, and a neighbor spotted him, and they reported it to the police. And then now this neighbor, I think, went and told others that Wanjala was around. And I don't know how he got in, because like in the Musing Juvia's palette, in the news, in my research, I found out that his parents had disowned him. So I don't know, I guess he sneaked in. Maybe they just disowned him in public, but they still wanted to help him. I'm not sure what was going on there, but yeah, according to my research, like various outlets were claiming that his parents had already disowned Wanjala. So yeah, so they gave him up to the mob that appeared outside their home, and Wanjala was, yeah, they beat him to death. Walimchapa hadi akakufa. That's when I came across this word, lynched, LYNCHED. I've never heard about that word. So my first time hearing about that word, lynched, and I don't know why I have not looked, but I guess it's something about about the way they did it or something. I guess that's what I'm guessing. So yeah, and he was declared gone the same day. So unfortunately, the sad part about this story is that Wanjala was gone before he could show the police the rest of the bodies, because now only 4 parents were able to bury their kids. will be able, but the rest, no idea where their bodies are. So yeah, that's the sad part, the sad thing about it, which I feel really bad for them. And honestly, because we know that Kenya does not give the death penalty, and for some reason these people just keep moving in and out of jail or prison, whatever you want to call it, of which I'm really proud of the Bungoma community for like taking matters into their own hands. If I was there, maybe I could be shouting like, no, leave him, but because I was not there to say it. Actually, they did a good thing, because there's one less rotten fish in the ocean. Like, why would you leave it there to spoil more fish in the ocean? That does not make sense. So yeah, so that's just one less rotten fish. And I'm not like pro mob justice or anything, like, but sometimes like the courts, they give really lenient, really very lenient, what are they called? How am I forgetting names of things now? Like the court maybe could have given him like 100 years in jail, of which he's going to be in jail living his best life, like eating for free, sleeping for free, maybe working once in a while in the farms or something. But this guy is still going to be living, and there's like kids out there, like more than 10, that he ended their life at a young age, and like families, like Junior's family, where he was the only kid. Imagine how they would have been feeling, knowing that the person who their child is still like living their best life. Okay, not really their best life, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Like so at some point like this, I really don't have any problem with the mob justice. When it comes to such cases, I'm like, okay, I see why they did it, because I really see why they did it. And that's the story of 20-year-old Julius. And I wish you guys just go ahead and try and see his interview. Was it interview? I wish you guys could go and see that interview. Like, this guy just, he looks relaxed, and then he's trying to blame it on you know, there's this thing they usually say, is it on TikTok, that at this point even the devil is tired of hearing people blaming him for everything. Because this guy started saying that si kupenda kwangu. Okay, how can I put this in English so that it can also be interesting? Yeah, so basically he's just saying that he's possessed. Yeah, he doesn't mean to do it, but something takes over. Like, we've never heard of that. Something takes over, and he never meant to do it. So you never meant to do it, and you still didn't release the location for the other guys that died. Make it make sense, Wanjala. If you guys enjoyed this story, be ready for part 2. It's going to be about the first female serial killer. I'm going to give you names, but you can Google who was the first female serial killer in Africa. And yeah, so that when I'm talking about her, you'll have something in mind. Yeah, so I just wanted to do a simple bit because I'm just going to town, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye bye.